I say I'm very excited to find out how a life would be like to speak and do.
That is about meditation.
Oh.
That is about meditation.
Okay. I wasn't talking about meditation. I was talking about like when I go about living life.
Instead of being very excited, you have to be more
Alert.
equanimous inside.
Equanimous.
If you're very excited, then you cannot be alert, you cannot be. Excitement is a state of stimulation. Then your nervous system is not relaxed.
Yes. Equanimous means treat everything as the same, is it, Swami? No matter what happens.
Whatever meaning you will derive, whatever way you try to understand it will be always wrong, because you are always interested in behavior. You have to find that equanimous state within you. Once you are one with your consciousness, then you will be equanimous, you will be balanced, you will be unexcited, you will not tremble. When the mind is trembling, its action cannot be right. You have to find that equanimous state. Not that you have to treat everything equally. You cannot do that. Without finding something within you which always remains the same. Once you are one with it, that thing is never disturbed, because it is just a witness. Whatever is happening, it is only a witness to it. But the moment you get identified with your emotions, your feeling, your thoughts, your body, then you cannot remain equanimous. Then you will become blurred. Then you will have a clouded state. This is the whole inner journey. Being disidentified with all those things which goes on changing. The Hindi word for awareness is hosh. Hosh you can translate as being conscious. But when an ordinary person, if you say, I am conscious, or if you say that I am in hosh, then he will derive his own meaning. He will think that you are not in coma, you are not unconscious. That is another kind of unconsciousness. But ordinarily, everyone is unconscious because he is lost. He is drowned. drowned by the cloud, drowned by whatever is happening. He's not interested in finding something where nothing has ever happened. Now you ask the third question.
Okay.
The same way, first you say the whole thing, then part wise.
Okay. In the Osho post that you have sent to me, Osho said that this whole universe is imperfect and to rejoice in this imperfection. However, what about all the criminal things like violence, rapes, and murders done by unconscious people? Those must be unacceptable. So, how should I interpret Osho's message about rejoicing in the imperfections of this universe?
Now you ask in parts.
In the Osho post that you sent to me, Osho said that this whole universe is imperfect and to rejoice in this imperfection.
You have to see things in the right way. It all depends on how you are seeing things. When this whole universe is imperfect, that means that the universe is not dead. You have a scope for growth here. If something is perfect, then it will be dead. There will be no growth further. There will be no longer any growth. And only when things are perfect, you want to improve it. Only when things are imperfect, there is a desire to make it better. If everything is perfect from the very beginning, it will be a very boring world. The world is imperfect and it is always moving toward perfection, but it will never attain to perfection. Because the moment perfection is reached, there will be dissolution. It will become a dead world. Now there is no scope. Nothing new will ever happen. When a gymnast achieves perfect 10, then what remains to be achieved? So, this is the disease of the ego. It always wants to be perfect. A very common disease. Once you have understood that you are imperfect, that you can make mistake, you will become humble. Once you are able to accept your imperfection, your mistakes, then you will be able to forgive others also. And it is said that to err is human and to forgive is divine. But who can forgive? One who has realized that he is not perfect himself. He can make mistakes. And only when you make mistakes, you can learn from mistakes. And there is a scope for growth and improvement. This obsession to be perfect is a desire of the ego. When you have this illusion that you are perfect, you are a Messiah, you are the only begotten Son of God, or you are a prophet, and you will become very dictatorial. If you know that you are imperfect, you can make mistakes, you are an ordinary person, then you will be able to accept others as they are. And you will remain receptive, you will remain open. Otherwise, if you think you are holier than thou, you are somebody very great, then you become a closed person. This is just an ego trip. Once you have accepted that you are ordinary, once you are at ease with your ordinariness, then you will become very light. You will be unburdened. Otherwise, if you are a prophet or a Messiah, you are carrying the sin of the whole world on your head. You are having the white man's burden on your head. This is all superiority complex, which is nothing but the inferiority complex. So there is no need trying to be an infallible pope. And all these infallible popes are very fallible. Maybe they are all criminals. What they are showing from the front door is just a show business. From the back door, they are doing everything opposite of it. If you pose as a Messiah or a prophet or only begotten Son of the God, then all the time you will have to act. You cannot remain a natural person. Because all animals, all the trees, they are all ordinary. They don't have any desire to become extraordinary. That's why they are beautiful. That's why there is a grace in them. So religion is not a becoming, it is being that which you are, discovering your real nature, your real being, not trying to become something. Existence or God, whatever word you want to use, has already given you what you are seeking. Just it is covered with conditionings. You have to remove all those conditions. What was the next line?
However, what about all the criminal things like violence, rapes, and murders done by unconscious people?
So here also, your ego trip is working. why your mind is going towards these things. He is not talking about others, he is concerned about you. You accept things as it is. You accept your ordinariness. You accept life as it is. Then your tension will be over. When you are fighting with the whole, when you don't accept things as it is, when you try to become something, when you want to be a perfect man, which will always happen in the future, there will be always, the conflict will continue, the schizophrenia will remain, the division will remain. Once you have accepted yourself as you are, then you become relaxed. What is your concern about those people who are rapists, who are murderers? Person who is in search of truth, in search of peace, has to first make himself peaceful. Later on, then you can deal with all those things. Now you are yourself mad, you are yourself not peaceful, not silent, and you are concerned about others. That will be wasting your energy, diverting your energy in wrong directions. And if you ask Osho, then he will say that even those people who are murderers, who are rapists, it is also the result of a wrong society, the result of a mad society, the result of a society which has no understanding of human nature, which has no understanding of human psychology, which is based on repression and suppression, which is only interested in behavior, which is not allowing you to be natural. So then you have to suppress your natural instinct. Then it goes on being collected inside. You're hoarding it. Then one day it becomes like a volcanic eruption. Then you become a murderer or a rapist. If all these things were accepted very naturally, that sex is part of life. Once you are grown up, you can choose, and you should. The society, the parents, if they were accepting these things, you were not made to feel guilty. Only you need to be taught that no one should exploit others. And these things can be taught very easily. The girl should not become pregnant. If parents if they have accepted their natural instinct, if they are at ease with their sex, and everyone is a product of sex, only because the whole society is insane, sex is not accepted. And because of repression of sex, that is the major cause, the real reason for all these rapes and murder and all kind of violence, all these kind of psychotic and neurotic people, all kind of mad politicians and people who are running for power, madness, because they don't know what love is. They have not even known what sex is, what to say about love. So if the society is natural, then these people will be very few, or maybe they may even disappear if they are exceptions, not rule. Then they can be treated. Maybe they have more hormones, or they can be taught meditation so that. But at present, almost everyone is sick was whatever should be taught from the very beginning is never taught. You are not trying to find the root cause of all the problems. You are just pruning the leaves. If a person has accepted himself as he is, if he has accepted his imperfection, once you have accepted yourself, you will be relaxed. Then how you can rape? How you can murder? Because you have not accepted yourself. You want to be perfect. You want to be something else. So you are restless. You are ambitious. You want to achieve your ambition at any cost. All those ambitions, which is not yours, which is imposed on you by the society. So when the whole society is sick, when the whole society is wrong, it is not very good to blame only the person who is a rapist. And then there are religions, all these Abrahamic religions, they are themselves very sick. These are not religions at all. They are just politics. They are just greed for power. Is there anything more remaining?
Yes, the next sentence is, those must be unacceptable.
Now you have revealed your mind. Those must be unacceptable means that you are not at ease with yourself. You have not accepted yourself. You are fighting with yourself. And you are trying to find excuses. And why your mind went to the very worst, to the rapists, to the murderers? Because you want to reject the whole thing. So you have brought something which you thought this here you will catch for sure, you will catch me. Whatever is Osho is saying, his interest is in your transformation. And how he is not interested in crowd. Where is society? Society exists nowhere. Society is a word given to collection of individuals. Only individuals exist. So he's talking one to one, not talking with the crowd. You can never change the world. You can never change the society. The only thing which you can change is yourself. So, person who is in search of truth has to be concerned only about himself first. Then things will become clear. Why there are rapists, why there are murderers. These are creation of a sick society. These are creation of neurotic religions, pathological religions. Even if the religion is all right, what the followers make out of it later on, they will understand according to their own unconsciousness. They are themselves unconscious. They are themselves blind. So what you can accept from them? Is there any other line?
Yes, one last line. So how should I interpret Osho's message about rejoicing in the imperfections of this universe?
Who told you to interpret? first accept yourself, accept your imperfection. Then there is a possibility of transformation because you will be relaxed. And once you are relaxed, you see things in a different way. And how you know why people are murdered, why they are raped? Maybe these people who are raped, they may have been rapists themselves in this life or some other life. They may be inviting rapes. The people who are being murdered, they may be living their life in such a way that they are attracting people who want to murder. So maybe both of them are players in the game. And in this universe, you are free. You are free to become a demon. You are free to become divine. Only then you can have a dignified life. When the freedom is there, when you have no choice, when you are forced to be only good, then it becomes a prison. So if you are doing all those wrong things, you will disturb your peace. Your whole life, your inner life will become a hell. So let these people deal their life themselves. You should be concerned about yourself. That is what I think Heraclitus said, physician, heal thyself first. First, you have to be concerned about yourself. Is there any more line or it's finished?
Finish, Swami.
Is it clear or not?
Very clear.
If you like our videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.